Day 6 of the 36th America's Cup. It's 5-3 to the defender Emirates Team New Zealand over the challenger Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli in a 1-7 series. Will we see it all wrapped up today? Or will Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli live to fight another day? My name's Nick Douglas. Awesome to have you here for our AC chat and rap show. So nice to have you all with us. Good morning. Have we all recovered? I was exhausted last night. It was very, very intense racing. And someone who was on the ground and has been with us all the way through this edition of the 36th America's Cup, Tor Tomlinson, our sailor girl in Auckland. Well, Tor, how are you feeling? Did you get a chance to get some rest?
Yeah, oh wow, what day yesterday. Very exciting. I think I was in bed by about 10 o'clock. How sad is that? We were knackered. We're definitely having to pace ourselves this cup. What looked like it could have only been a few day event. You know, who knows? It could be over today. It could go till Thursday.
Oh, far out. But congratulations yesterday when we picked who we thought might end up on top. Tor picked 2 wins to Emirates yesterday. I picked 1 each way. And our weather guy, who is on the line, he picked 2 to Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. I'll just see if I can find our weather guy. I'll bring him up on the line in just 1 second. Weather guy, you've still got a massive smile on your face. Is that from the racing yesterday? I'm confused.
I'm ashamed for that result. What a terrible prediction. Yeah, I'm still smiling.
You're smiling.
There's a windmill down the way, Nick, that's still rotating from the north, but it's very, very still here.
That's no good. Maybe you do need a frown on your face. Not looking good then. What's the forecast look like today?
Well, it's going to stay pretty much like this, overcast, light northerlies, until later on in the afternoon when there's an expected southwest stream coming through. Now, when that hits, I'm not quite sure because I'm not a soothsayer, but my guess is that it'll hit around about 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Yeah.
Which probably with this course C thing they're talking about, maybe only one race at the most.
Yeah, sure. I've just brought the course map up onto the screen for everybody at home. It looks like they're wedging it in near I think you call it North Head there?
Yeah, it'll be Bean Rock, North Head, sort of east of the main city area. What do they call it? Mission Bay, Oraki, that sort of basin area.
Yeah, sure. And it's 1600 hours, which is start time. Still looking very variable on the racetrack, as you said. Southwester under the limit of 6.5 knots. It looks like about 5 knots. But at 1700 hours, looking more like 6, 7, 8 knots maybe. So, yeah, I guess...
Yeah, up to the race officers to get stability within that last half hour, 1730 hours, so
yeah, well they can't have racing after 1800, so we've seen them sort of like yesterday we saw them actually can it quite early, really, so to speak.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'm not holding my breath, but certainly one's possible, but it means they'd probably have to set up with the anticipation of a southwest stream coming through and not waste their time with anything else.
We just saw you change to a frown, weather guy. That's really sad. How can we get that smile back on your face? What do you want to see happen today?
Yeah, drugs.
PG, he means caffeine. He means caffeine.
No, I have to do some other work, and that's what's probably making me frown.
Is that what's making you frown, having to do other work? And the cup could be coming to an end too. Are we all going to put our predictions in for today? Do we want to do that? Or are we going to or are we too nervous about jinxing it, Tor? What do you want to do?
Well, I don't know. I think that there might not even be any racing, so it'd be hard to put the shins in.
Or do you predict no racing?
Well, from what I can see right now, yes, there's absolutely no breeze in here, but you never know.
Copy.
Never know.
Excellent. So maybe we ixnay on the predictions A for today, and I've got an idea, everybody. What we could do is go to our default option of this.
Hi everyone, Tor here for Adventures of a Sailor Girl. I've got a little fan here who is getting behind one of the teams today. What's your name?
Poppy.
And who do you want to win today, Poppy?
The Mountain's Cup.
Yay! The America's Cup!
That's a great default. Great default.
Yeah, we're all cheering for the America's Cup today. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, course C, weather guy, thank you for your advice. Fingers crossed we see some breeze around 1700 hours. I'll let you go and get on with your other work. I'm really sorry that you have such a frown. That's really sad.
Hey, enjoy the day, guys, and hopefully we'll get one in today. If we don't, there's always tomorrow. And what I meant to say was that just looking at the forecast ahead, it looks like, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but easterlies around about 8, the top end.
That's exciting. So a lot more breeze from tomorrow.
Yeah, it'd be quite interesting for, the sealer racers to be at the top end, just so we can see what these things are capable of.
Well, then we will have seen every single condition, which will definitely make it exciting. And when I say every single condition, I mean literally from displacement to the top end. Weather guy, awesome to have you. You go have a great day.
Cheers, Nick.
Cheers, mate. Awesome. He's on his way. He's looking happy again there with the forecast for tomorrow, Tor. I mean, it was a tricky day of racing yesterday, wasn't it?
Wow, yeah, it was, and such different conditions from race to race as well. There was only about half an hour from the finish of the first race to the second race, and we went from seeing that speed that we thought that Emirates had and that little bit extra breeze, down to wondering if they're going to be able to get back up on the foils and if they're going to finish the race within the time limit. Yeah, it was pretty nerve-wracking.
Oh my gosh, I was so nervous. We've got people saying, Dale says it was an emotional roller coaster. Mark says, hopefully we don't have a winner until race 13. I'm totally with you, Mark. Be more poppy. My prediction is no racing, says Bear. I hope there's more racing. Sean says course C. Exactly. We've been reporting the exact same thing. So hopefully if you missed our weather forecast, you can have a little bit of a look back at that. But Tor, it was a tricky racetrack today. It might be, yesterday, could be even trickier today.
Yeah, so we're on course C today, which is just below North Head. We've got a light southwester. Yeah, I mean, it'll be awesome if they can get some racing in. It'll be the first day in a while since the Parada Cup round robin that we've had some racing under North Head, which is awesome for spectators. Yeah. From the land as well. You get such a good view from up there. And it's actually in some ways better than being on the water because that little bit extra height, you can actually see better, how close the boats are together. When you're on the water, it's quite hard to tell because it's hard to tell the distance and who's crossing. Well, you know what it's like, but when these boats are a couple of miles away from you, you can't see if they're on ley line or things like that. So you're kind of going by what the commentators are saying. But the other thing is when you've got the commentary on, it's the delays like 15 to 20 seconds. So we've had the commentary, but also watching the what's it called? Eagle Eye.
Oh,
not
the
the eagle eye.
virtual eye. The virtual eye.
Virtual eye, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty live actually. Within a second or two. So yeah, it was sit watching that, or go down below and watch it on the TV, which seems wrong when you're out on the water.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
yeah, virtualize the best one.
That's so cool.
I'm just having a volunteer giving me some wristbands.
Woohoo!
Thank you.
Good volunteers. Can't live without them. Now I've heard a rumor Tor that Roger Badham Clouds, who is doing the weather for Emirates Team New Zealand, he prefers to actually sit up on North Head when it's course C, when they're training in that area, and watch from above as well.
Yeah, it's such a cool aspect from up there, and yeah, you can see the whole course.
How cool. Well, that's very exciting.
People who live over on the North Shore can walk there. It's ideal. Or people in like on the south side of Auckland, you can just jump on the ferry and be there in about 40 minutes. So it's perfect.
So cool. Now, as you said, we haven't seen racing there since the round robin because of the COVID restrictions. So whatever happens today, how cool will it be for everyone in New Zealand to actually get a little piece of the action? That's fantastic. It could, just to run everybody through the scenarios, we could see it go to 7-5 and the win go to New Zealand. We could see it go 6-5. If we see it go one each way, or one to Luna Rossa, we could see it go 6-3. We could see it. I mean, there's so many different scenarios for today. It's going to be a massive turning point, isn't it?
Oh, huge. And I mean, imagine from here if they, Luna Rossa won 2 races, or it was 1-1, and then, I don't know. There's so many options.
Yeah. It just goes.
Who can predict? No one.
I don't know. We didn't know that we could predict yesterday, Tor, but you did that beautifully. So well done.
I mean, I think it was fluke. I might have predicted 2-0 to the Kiwis, but not like that.
Yeah.
They're 2,500 meters behind.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd put real money on that, you would have been panicking, I think.
Yeah, I think I was panicking just because, as sailors, we've been in that position before. I've been in a race where I've been leading and I've sailed out of that current pressure and had a new bound of pressure bringing the fleet up to me. I've been the other way round and sailed around the outside. I remember one race I was sailing lasers against my dad as well. He was in the fleet and I'd led the whole race and I was so far in front. I remember looking back at the fleet and going, wow, I'm a long way in front. The breeze crapped out. My dad passed me. I'm like, no! But I managed to get a little puff and I then sailed all the way around on the opposite side of the course to everybody else and managed to take the win. It reminded me of yesterday. I was like, oh gosh, this is awful.
I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? And at the end of the day, no matter how much money you spend and how great your sailors are, sometimes a little bit of luck does come on your side. And I'm not trying to put down any of the skills of any of the sailors, but yeah, especially when it's such a big speed difference between non-foiling and foiling, there's got to be an element of luck in there.
Definitely. Now, if anybody wants to see a full debrief of the racing, I did do that last night with the racing footage. We spoke through the jibe where we saw Emirates fall off the foils, spoke through the tack where we saw Luna Rossa fall off the foils. So if you want to relive that action, go and watch last night's show. But if you want to watch today's action, I'll pop up an article very shortly on how to watch today's America's Cup. So great to have you with us, Tor. This could be our last day of broadcasting. I mean, hopefully not.
Yeah. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it is.
Okay. There we go. That's your prediction.
I think yeah, and there's breeze tomorrow. I'd love to see these guys racing in proper breeze. yeah, it was super interesting yesterday seeing that extra boat speed from the Kiwis that we hadn't seen yet, that everyone had been talking about. It's obviously there, but it's just not in the conditions that we've been seeing. And it's also very interesting because we've got these northeasters for the past week or so, and that's not normal for this time of year.
No.
The southwesters are the prevailers, I think, and also those sea breezes. So yeah, it just goes to show you, you can plan as much as you like, but the weather's going to do its own thing.
Absolutely. And also, one more question, which I didn't cover in the show last night. And hello to everybody who's saying hello. The WA Paris Sailing Squad is saying hello. So sending my love to you guys. The Wampa. We didn't see the Wampa yesterday. We thought we might see the Code Zero.
About that.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about it. They had a J3 up, Emirates Team New Zealand, and Luna Rossa had a 1.5 up. Luna Rossa obviously thought it was going to be on the lighter end of the spectrum for both races. Emirates Team New Zealand thought it was going to be on the windier end of the spectrum. They probably didn't have the Wampa on board, the Code Zero. It probably wasn't even on the boat. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you wouldn't think about putting it on the boat if you're putting your J3 up, would you?
Yeah, no. So just to answer that question for everybody, everyone's like, why didn't we see the Wampa? I'm like, well, they were rigged the wrong way. So, well, they still did exceptionally well on the J3 and with their smaller foils. Let's not discount that. But the Code Zero wouldn't have been on board, and Luna Rossa didn't measure in a Code Zero, so they don't have one.
Yeah, and I mean, it was so interesting. I don't know if you're watching those VMG numbers when they were trying to, they're going along at 22 knots, but still like 0 knots VMG, obviously just trying to stay up and trying to find the right, trying to find a little bit of pressure.
Both teams were negative at one point. It was like negative
Crazy.
VMG.
And then Luna Rossa had to keep sailing out of the boundary to try and get up on the foils. It was pretty stressful. But yeah, we could see the holes on the water, and there is no way of getting around them.
Yeah, and a shout out to Richard Slater. He actually tuned into my show last night, the chief umpire. So hi Richard, you're doing a great job over there. He tuned into my show, and there was one question about how many penalties were awarded at once when Luna Rossa actually kept sailing out of the boundary, and he awarded 3 penalties at once there. So
oh wow!
At one point. So thank you to Richard for actually shouting that out. So yeah, watch last night's show, and we ran through that. So fantastic to have some notables tuning into the show, which is fantastic.
So cool.
On that, talking of notables, Tor, if this is our last day broadcasting, will we see you with Sailor Girl in the future?
Oh, I hope so.
You've been a notable.
Yeah. Thank you. It's been great. It's been great fun. It's been fun to do this while we're here. And actually, the main thing is that I've been happy to do is show people who couldn't be here because of coronavirus what's going on, and just giving you an idea of the village and what it all looks like, because I don't think there's enough of that really, actually, experiencing what it would be like to be a fan if you were here.
Absolutely. On that note, Tor, before you go, I think we should do one quick little thing, which is actually awesome. It's the first video that you actually did for me. It's really cute.
The village tour.
The village tour. Speaking of which, let's pop this one into the system and have a little bit of a look. This is the tour that Tor did for me. Her first video.
Tor's tour.
Tor's tour of the village. Let's have a little bit of a look.
Hi everyone, Tor here reporting for Adventures of a Sailor Girl. I am on the ground in Auckland, just heading down to the race village to show you around. Here we are, heading into the village next to the Kiwi base. Just signing into the QR codes in the race village to make sure we keep coronavirus away from this awesome place. here we are. Here's the Kiwi base. An AC-50 up on the wall there, on the wall. There's the famous sign. Lots of people getting some pictures here. There's the America's Cup volunteers in the yellow t-shirts. There's the skyline. Just heading across the bridge to the main part of the race village and the big stage. Oh, sorry. Emirates Team New Zealand have just hit the dock by the looks of it. Not actually hit it. They've just come in to the dock. There's a guy up the rig. Looks like they've been out practicing. I think they're out with Ineos. Here is Emirates Team New Zealand. A little zoom in there for you. They've just been out practicing today with their new foils, I think. Nice bit of breeze today. We're just coming into the race village here. We've got the big stage up here on the left. It's going to be very exciting tomorrow. It's actually quite quiet at the minute. I think it's because the weather's not that great. But yeah, it's all going to be happening tomorrow for the round robin 3 of the Prada Cup. Here's the Mum Bar, where I expect there to be a few bottles popped over the next few weeks. The big stage. Good little atmosphere down here. And there's a bit of breeze. Let's hope this stays for tomorrow. We're just walking to the viaduct now. There's the official store. Got all the teams on the side there. It's quite cool. And then we've got some history of all the other cups and the history of the America's Cup in general. There's also the AC-75 simulator just up behind us. Woohoo! So exciting. Here we are in the official store. Pretty cool. Nice setup. We've got all the Prada stuff. Prada! Ineos Team UK, some Belstaff gear. American Magic. And Emirates Team New Zealand. And back out we go.
There you go. The village tour.
And I've got the same t-shirt on.
So good.
I just saw that.
Oh, that's so cool.
I just want to show you this lady. She was just waving at us when you were going past. She's got a flag.
Awesome.
Did you enjoy the racing yesterday?
Yes, yeah.
What do you think is going to happen today?
Well, don't know yet.
Yeah.
No.
Do you reckon they're getting some racing in? It doesn't look like there's much breeze, is there?
No, there isn't, is there? But then again, it's a few hours away, isn't it?
It is. Hopefully we'll get a bit of sea breeze. Where are you watching from today?
Oh, I haven't decided yet. Depends. I'd like to go out on a boat, but I don't know anyone that owns a boat, so I'll just watch it from over there, probably.
It's great on the stage, actually, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's the best place.
Good atmosphere. You'll be waving your flag. Go New Zealand! Have a great day.
Awesome. Good job, Tom.
Oh, how cute.
So cute.
Well, so if anyone's got space on the boat, that lady doesn't know anyone, so she'd like to get out there.
Yeah, for sure. It is a friendly city, the windy city that is Auckland, and it will be windy from tomorrow on. So hopefully we get to see some racing from then. That would be quite fun. Today, maybe one race, maybe 2 races at a stretch, but hopefully one would be good, I think.
Yeah. Well, one would be interesting, wouldn't it?
One would make it very, very interesting. Same shirt, I saw that too, says Weather Guy. Send me a message. Fantastic. But do you know what I love in that tour is that's before anything happened with American Magic. It's before...
Yeah.
We've come such a long way since that first village tour with Tor.
Yeah. Oh wow, yeah.
Awesome.
Imagine we knew what we know now. Imagine
Oh,
American Magic still hadn't capsized yet.
yeah.
We didn't know who was going to be in the final. We thought that the Kiwis were going to walk all over everyone.
Yeah. But it wasn't
Yeah.
the way that it unfolded. That's why I love the America's Cup. Keeps you hanging on.
What a story.
Every single day, exactly. Now, Tor, you go and have a fantastic day watching the action. Where are you watching from?
I think we're going out on the water. I don't know. It's a long day if it gets, if there's no racing. But it was pretty hot in the village watching the other day, so it's quite nice to be out in the breeze and the water, and just soaking up what Auckland has to offer. If you've got the opportunity to get out on the water, I think you have to, just for the rest of the world.
Yeah,
it's a shame to watch on TV.
Exactly. Well, you go and have a fantastic day. We'll touch base with you a little bit later on. Looking forward to hopefully catching up with you in the morning, because we want more racing. Be more Poppy. This is your AC
Yes,
Chat and
please.
Wrap Show. We'll see you very soon. Bye, Tor.
See you
Bye,
later.
everybody.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Bye.